And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. So with Irving on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. West is out there with Jordan. Then there's Carter. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Jokic in at the center. And for the Warriors, we've got Moses Malone, Allen Iverson out there with Thompson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in at the power forward. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up, so we should be in for a fun one.
Now here's West. Pass to Jokic. West outside. It's good from long range.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
Here's Iverson. A three from Leonard. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Jokic. Outside Jordan. The 11-footer, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Yeah, when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now, here's Malone. And here's Iverson outside. Rebound by the Stars. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
5 on the clock. Out to West. The Stars need to get off a shot.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Carter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up, but Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shoot 2.
That free throw missing. Robertson, he's checked in for Thompson. Karl Malone's checked in for the Stars. And the second free throw, good. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, I asked him if he has any plan for dealing with the multi-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. He said it's all about balance. If you defend Jokic too aggressively, he'll just kick it out to other guys too softly, and he'll kill you inside. So balance is the key. Sounds like a tough balancing act to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Iverson. Great D that time from Jordan.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Again, the miss by the Stars. Milwaukee trails by 3. Leonard dishes to Robertson. Pass to Malone. On the wing, Duncan. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. He was all alone on that one.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
Now, here's Jokic. 11-point game his last outing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Early in his career, Leonard wouldn't take those shots. Now he's got the confidence to pull up off the dribble.
Here's West. Pass to Jokic. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. The 11-footer, and he comes up with the deuce.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Left side, Leonard. Robertson with it. Here's Duncan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
The first one falls.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Isaiah Thomas checked in for Milwaukee. The Stars also with the sub. Irving's checked in for Carter. He's off on the second. The Stars have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. To the middle. Outside, Malone. The shot, no good. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Warriors. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
A different look for Milwaukee. Gallinari, he's checked in for Malone. Antetokounmpo comes in for Tim Duncan. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Leonard. The Stars also changing it up. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Jokic. Carter comes in for Michael Jordan. And Paul's subbed in for West. Paul looking around. Pass to Carter. Here's the three. Again, the miss by the Stars. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Robertson is double. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. That three off the mark. Carter outside. Outside, Malone. That's a 2 from Paul. The Stars again missing. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
So with Malone on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Antetokounmpo. Iverson is out there with Robertson. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Thomas in at the small forward. Now, here's Ewing. No scoring in this one. Giannis with it. Pass to Robertson. Now, Antetokounmpo inside. Tice. And Tice throws it down.
And really, the playmaking skills that Giannis possesses are special. He's so difficult to guard in screen and rolls because of him.
Here is Carter. Fighting the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Stars shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting two.
That's good from Carter. A different look for Milwaukee. Reith is checked in. And it's Thompson in for Isaiah Thomas. The Stars also with the sub, Jason Tatum. He's checked in for Malone. Carter hits them both. Warriors leading by 3. Robertson outside. 16 feet away, and another basket for Milwaukee.
What you love about Robertson is that he knows his strength on offense and plays to them with confidence.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate your report. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Stars also with the sub. Jordan's checked in. Here's Ewing. Nothing on the board. Ball passes to Ewing. And that one, good.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Robertson kicks to Duncan. Iverson outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Giannis passes to Robertson. Just 5 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Robertson's got the lead, back up to 5 now for Milwaukee. Being about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. And Carter has it in the corner. Back to Jordan, pass to Tatum. This one for 3. Warriors with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. So it's the Stars now. The Warriors making the shot. Back to Ball. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Thompson. Puts up a deep 3. Klay Thompson with that deep range.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Works just as hard inside. Great footwork for Paul. Leads to great results.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. A different look for Milwaukee. Moses Malone. He's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kidd comes in for Iverson. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Robertson. Then for the Stars, Irving's checked in for Carter. And West subs in for Chris Paul. Now here's Thompson. 11 points for him in that last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Kidd. Outside for Jordan. Tatum setting the pick for Jordan. Over Duncan. And he can't bank that one in. Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's Kidd. Pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now here's Tatum. Hasn't made one yet. And a wide open look for Irving. No good on the three.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Pass to Duncan. Down low, here's Kidd. Thompson inside the line. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Jordan against Kidd. Outside Tatum. And once again off the mark by the Stars. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Throws it down, JT!
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
Thomas surveying the D. To the middle. Malone down low. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for Milwaukee.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those.
All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. All right, guys, a question from Jenny Bankshot. What's your favorite mode in 2K?
The halftime show, of course. What else is there even to play?
I'm in full agreement, Kenny. Obviously, lots of laughs, good-looking guys, and insightful analysis.
And we give you all of the above, way better than any movie you could ever watch on television.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oscar Robertson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Milwaukee leading by 6. So with Ewing sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jordan is out there at West, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Tatum, and it's Carter in at the small forward. Jordan outside. Tatum a screen. Jordan dishes to Tatum. 5 to shoot. The tray. A 3 from Tatum.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
The Warriors shooting well. They're at 45%. Iverson outside. Pass to Malone. Over Jokic. Malone can't hit. The Stars trail by 3. Here's Tatum. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Iverson outside. Malone with it. Guarded by Tatum. Fades back. And the Warriors miss again.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Nice D from Malone.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Jordan, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Thompson.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
Throw good, Jordan. And both free throws good for Jordan. Milwaukee leading by 3. And here's Leonard. He has 5. Duncan with a screen on Carter. Here's Leonard. Kawhi doing damage on the drive.
That's what this coaching staff has encouraged Leonard to do. They want him in attack mode.
Outside Tatum. And once again off the mark by the Stars.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
And Thompson launches it from deep. Rebounded by the Stars. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Jordan. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. 6 points for Jordan.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. Has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim, and he always hustles to get there. Milwaukee leading by 3. Thompson outside. From outside the arc. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Jordan outside. Outside Tatum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Tatum no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Milwaukee making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Karl Malone's checked in for the Stars. Warriors on D. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Jordan looking it over. Here's Jokic. The Warriors pull it in. Malone's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Stars. On Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward.
And that game against Milwaukee, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Team getting sharper every time out.
And he knocks down the first one. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Thomas comes in for Kawhi Leonard. The Stars also changing it up. Ewing comes in for Jokic, and Irving subbed in for Michael Jordan. And he makes both free throws.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Malone passes to West. And here's Carter. Malone sets the pick for Carter. The shot's good on the assist by West. Carter's got 6.
And so in control of the game. West keeping the defense off balance with that pass.
Ewing against Malone. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Iverson. The rebound by Ewing. The Stars trail by 8. West passes to Malone. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And Ewing with the block. Irving looking for an opening. Pass to West. Now Ewing. The Stars shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Good from Ewing. The Stars making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Leonard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Thomas, Duncan out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Robertson, and it's Giannis in at the center position. Outside Tatum. Four on the shot clock. On the wing, Irving. Over Thompson. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Count it, good.
And the painted area is where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Ball finds Jordan. Takes a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Robertson. Over Jordan. Robertson can't get it to go.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Ball outside. Now Jordan. Covered by Robertson from down low. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Jordan. Jordan's got 9 points here in the second half. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's not taking any chances. It wants to huddle him up right away.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go.
Different look from Milwaukee. Moses Malone. He's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Leonard comes in for Robertson. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. The Stars also changing it up. Jokic is checked in for Ewing. Carter comes in for Irving. And West subs in for Paul. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Leonard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Iverson against West. Pass to Jordan. Over Thompson. Jordan can't get it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Iverson kicks to Duncan. Outside Leonard. Over Jordan. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just one on the basket from Jordan.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
Leonard inside, defended by Carter.
Second personal.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
First one falls for him.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Good on both.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Stars. They trail by 3. West outside to tie it up. The long distance 3 is buried.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Allen Iverson on the wing, defended by West. And it's Iverson missing. On 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Carter dishes to Jordan. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists tonight.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Malone passes to Iverson. Duncan, a screen, 20 feet out. Iverson, no good. And it's the Stars' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. To the paint. Tries it from 9. Misses off the left eye. The Warriors shooting the ball at 42%. Pass to Leonard. Duncan with a screen on Jordan. Leonard with no one around. Duncan. Jason Tatum grabs the board. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Carter. And no good that time. Good D by Thompson.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
And here's Iverson outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Allen Iverson. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the away team, Jerry West. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Duncan with a screen on Jordan. And Thompson kicks to Iverson. Misses the 3. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for the Stars. Michael Jordan taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Thompson for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Klay Thompson. Fourth personal foul. Fifth team foul. Shooting for the Stars. Michael Jordan. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. So a close game sees the Stars taking this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
And that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Joker, you guys were down, and then all of a sudden, boom, you come back. What happened?
We didn't give up. It was an important win for us, and we just didn't want to give up. And that was our best in that last 3 minutes, and we won the game. That's the most important thing.
You finished with a flourish, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Michael Jordan.